What on people, it is I, Sour, and I've got a UU match against the BlaringBlue. His link will be in the description, and this is a very good game, so yeah, without further ado, let's get on with the show. Now I'm going to lead off my downfan since I had Aerodactyl in the lead spot, so I was thinking he'd probably lead off with either Flygon, Jolteon. Leads off Jolteon, he's going to fear my Earthquake, so I'm going to go right for the Stealth Rocks as he switches out into Slowbro. And the Stealth will help me very much in wearing down that Victini as we saw in the team preview. Fearing the Toxical Water move, I'm going to go into my Roserade where he predicts my switch very nicely. He goes for the Thunder Wave, which I do not mind since I do have natural cure on this Roserade. As he goes for the Magic Coat, which is very weird, predicting some sort of status inducing moves like Sleep Powder or the Spikes. But yeah, each their own I guess. Magic Coat I guess would be pretty good. And I know he's going to switch into his Victini, fearing my Giga Drain, as I'm going to go right for the Sludge Bomb. And I know he's not going to go for the V-Crate, which is why I stay in. And I do go for the Giga Drain, but I do get paralysed, which really only ends up hurting him more than it hurts me, trust me. He's not going to go for the Outrage because of my Bisharp, and he's not going to go for the Stonage because of my Donphan, so I'm going to go to Aerodactyl predicting the Earthquake, which is very nice. And I know he's going to go into a Slowbro, so I'm going to go for the Double Edge, just in case if he was some sort of weird variant, which isn't choiced, which is why I didn't go for the Stone Edge. But Slowbro takes that like a champ because it is very physically defensive. Now I do stay in for a couple of reasons. One, because I know I could take one Scald, but I'm going to risk the burn. Number two, I want to try and just keep whistling this Slowbro down as low as possible. And three, Aerodactyl is expendable at this point. I don't really need him too much in this match. So either I'm going to switch out on the predicted Slack off because Slowbro can live one more and probably get another Scald off, which was probably his thought process at that time. My opponent is rocking the Slowbro Chansey defensive core, which is a very good core on UU actually. You should probably check out if you're not too butthurt about using the Chansey. As on my predicted Giga Drain, as Chansey can take any special hit for days basically. So I'm guessing this will be its Stealth Rocker, so I'm just going to take this time to set up some entry hazards of my own as he puts up his rocks, as I get some more Black Sludge recovery. And now I should have probably gone for the Sludge Bomb or attacked because I knew the Victini switch was coming, but I didn't, which was bad play on my part. But hindsight's hindsight. What can you do? And I know he's going to go for the V-Crate now, so Kingdra is going to be sent out, as Kingdra does 4 times resist the fire move. But unfortunately for me, he does get the critical hit, but thanks to my minimal investment in HP, I do end up living that. But really doesn't matter in the long run, since I'm just going to be able to rest that all off with the rest, obviously. And I'm going to wake up thanks to my Lumberry, and he's going to go for another V-Crate. And because of the -2 in speed, I'll be able to hit back with a Dragon Pulse, and down goes that Victini. Which is very nice, as Victini can always be a very potent threat in UU. I'm surprised they let it back in to you when they, after the suspect list, banning. But hey, what can you do? Now in comes Sceptile. I'm going to stay in just in case it wants to set up a Swords Dance, as some physical variants are becoming increasingly popular nowadays. But he goes for Dragon Pulse, gets a useless crit, honestly it didn't matter, and I see his Life Orb, so I'm going to send out Roserade and take whatever move he wants to go for and go and hit him back with a Sludge Bomb. Although the Poison typing isn't exactly the best typing in the world, as it does get walled by Steels, it's still very good typing in UU. At least, not in OU as much, but definitely UU, since Sceptile, Shaman are very popular. Now in comes Jolteon, and because of my wacky custom EV spreads and special defense, I am going to live this Thunderbolt and yeah, rest up all that health. So this Roserade is definitely walling my opponent. He must be very frustrated at this moment in time. I thought he was just going to go for the Shadow Ball or HP Ice, but nope. But yeah, damn. Roserade, you're doing very well this match. Now I'm going to go into my Donphan. I was thinking he'll probably go into Flygon. He's going to fear my Ice Shard, which I actually don't have. This is one which has Roar instead to rack up the Spike and Stealth Rock damage. As he's going to switch into Slowbro, and I get off my Rapid Spin, which is very nice. Which was why I wasn't very bothered about when he used the Magic Coats on the Slowbro, since I do pack a Spinner. But unfortunately for him, he does not pack a Spinner on this team. So I'm going to switch on to my Roserade once again, as he's going to go for the predicted Scald, and I'm going to take that just like it's nothing, like it's my day job. Roserade is doing very well this match. I get my Black Sludge recovery. He's going to switch out into his Flygon, as I'm going to go for the Giga Drain, as I've no need to over-predict, as I've taken out most of his counters for Giga Drain now, apart from the Chansey. Not sure why he didn't go to his Chansey at this moment in time, but I'm guessing he has his reasons, as I probably wall him in some way. He might have the Toxic. But now I'm going to slow this part down just a tiny bit, as I'm going to explain my thought process a bit more. As you can see, this Roserade is definitely walling, as I keep saying before in this narration. Roserade is doing a hell of a job right now, and he can't touch me at all. So he's either left with two options now that his Flygon's in. He's either going to have to go for the Earthquake, which we both know will not KO my Roserade at full health, as I'm 252 HP and a very weird spread in special defense. So he's have to either go for the Earthquake, which I will live and I'll get a Giga Drain off, or he will go for the Outrage, KOing my Roserade, which has a more of a chance of KOing my Roserade. But in that, he then kills off any chance of winning the match, as I'll be able to bring in my Bisharp, get up to a Swords Dance, as he'll be locked into one more turn of Outrage, and then get another turn if he gets in Confusion, or if he gets a free turn, and get off a Substitute. So I'll be able to get 2 free turns, which is all I need to win the match. So let's see what my opponent does. And my opponent decides to lock himself into Outrage, so that is GG right there. I get 2 turns to set up, and that is, like I said, all I need. Which is also why I said earlier on in the match why the para hacks on my Roserade when Flygon came in did not really hurt him more than it hurt me, as I wouldn't be in this situation since Flygon would be dead by now. So yeah, that is good game, the BlaringBlue, definitely check him out. Very good battler. I enjoyed this match actually quite a lot. So like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the other side. And Bisharp, go to town.